Hello from us at Get a Goat and Go. So, you want to get a goat and go on an adventure but don't know how to start your adventure pack goating. I recommend starting out with 2 goats. This is probably the best number of goats for you to start out with and is best for the health and mental health for your pack goats. If you don't have the space or resources to keep goats, consider renting a pack goat in your area for your backcountry adventures. If you're hesitant about having your own goats, renting a pack goat is a great way to get started pack goating. A reputable pack goat operation will give you a class at the trailhead or at their farm. They should make you comfortable with all the gear and knowledgeable about safety for you and your rented trail companion. The bonus of renting a pack goats on your first adventure is, you'll get a class with your rental of a trail companion and how the equipment works plus safety tips. Now you're a step closer to owning your own pack goats. The second bonus of renting a pack goat is, you'll get to work with experienced pack goats that know what they are doing on the trail and in camp. Goats can be mischievous, so keep your food and equipment goat-proofed. To bond better with your rented pack goats, it is a good idea to bring along some treats for your trail companions, like peanuts or raisins. Please, if you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you! Secondly, now that you have decided to purchase your own pack goats, you should seek out a reputable pack goat breeder or trainer. If you want to be a part of the pack goat community, you can join a club such as North American Pack Goat Association. I highly recommend NAPGA. With your membership, you'll have access to the best pack goat breeders in the country, tips, care for pack goats, equipment, and education. I personally am a member of this organization and find great news, information, and am able to share our joy with other pack goating enthusiasts. Once you find a good breeder, they should be able to show you all the health records, blood testing for CAE and other communicable disease prevention measures, and have a good track record with their pack goats. When they are 2 years old, you can put 5 to 10% of their weight on a training saddle. I like to start mine out with 2 quarts of water and they become my water goats on the trail or in the training area of your choice. A full-grown and developed pack goat can carry 30% of their body weight. For instance, if your goats weigh in at 200 pounds, a good weight for him would be 50 pounds or less. The average weight of my goats is approximately 200 plus pounds, and with 50 pounds of weight they can work all day long on the trail. My average pack-in is about 10 miles to my base camps with rugged conditions and great elevation rises of 1,000 or more feet. Conditioning your goats year-round is imperative, so make sure you have the time to dedicate to their training and conditioning of your pack goats and avoid as many injuries as much as possible with good conditioning. Remember, you pack goats are athletes and you should be in just as good of shape as your pack goats. Having pack goats will encourage you to get out with them as often as you can, which is healthy for you as well as your pack goats. This will also give your pack goats trust and confidence of your leadership. Your pack goats will follow every one of your question. If you turn left, they will turn left. If you turn right, they will turn right. If you stop, they will stop. If you sit down on the trail, your goats will hang out with you and not wander off. If you stop for lunch, you should tether your goats out and follow all the rules of the land you're adventuring in. Never take a break right on the trail. Many horses have never seen a pack goat and might spook and injure you or the rider of said horses. Always use good etiquette on the trail because you're sharing the trail with many other people. So, if you come up on horseback riders, let them know you have pack goats and give the trail to the horseback riders. When you move off the trail, go to the lower part of the trail and as far from the trail as possible and keep talking so that the horses know you're a human and not a predator. Horses do not like backpackers and unknown strange-looking creatures like pack goats with panniers higher than they are and can spook, causing a wreck for the horseback riders and give pack goaters a bad reputation. Third is accommodations and feeding and containment. We'll start with containment because if you have neighbors, you'll want to keep your goats from going onto their property to keep the peace. Good fences make good neighbors, but containing goats can prove very difficult. They are very curious and intelligent creature. If they are hungry, no fence will keep them in. When my goats are packing, they work doing weed mitigation on private property. The most secure way to contain a goat is to keep them well fed, and for good training for my pack trips I like to stake them out and move them daily. This has proven to be very effective at keeping the goats where I want them. I use a 100-foot rope with loops tied in it at equal distances, far enough from each other that they don't get tangled up. I use horse stakeout stakes, one on each end of the rope. Then I attach a 7-foot lead to their collar. This is called high-intensity grazing and will yield great results for weed mitigation. It's not always possible to stake them out everywhere, so that is when I escort them to the areas that need weed mitigation where I cannot stake them out. Goats don't do well just eating grass. In fact, they pick up parasites from eating where they have been eating prior, so it is important to move them daily and allow them to have a smorgasbord of foods. Goats, contrary to popular belief, are finicky eaters. Basically, if it touches the ground, they will not eat it. So, if you're feeding hay, it is best to keep it off the ground or you're going to waste a lot of hay. If you made it this far into the video, thank you, and please like, share and subscribe to help us with the YouTube algorithm to grow this channel and bring you more content for pack goating. Fourth is training, and the best training device you can use for unruly goats is a spray bottle or a water pew-pew. Goats hate getting wet. Water is like acid to a goat. With saying that you'll have to train your goats to cross water, this can take a lot of time but is very important for them and you, since you'll probably have water crossings on your backcountry adventures. Jungle gyms are a great training tool, and it can be as simple or elaborate as you want. It also gives your goats good stimulation and a place to play goat games. This also teaches them balance and most importantly how to fall off of something. Walk your goats as much as possible and put them in uncomfortable situations such as log walking, water crossings and whatever you think you may encounter on your backcountry adventures. Well, that's all folks. Thank you for making it this far into the video, and watching our video to the end is very helpful with the YouTube algorithm. Help grow this channel and like, subscribe and share this to all your friends. And remember, get a goat and go!